Have you ever wanted to play blackjack with your life on the line? Well, Resident Evil 7 is way ahead of you with the 21 DLC, an exceptional survival mode in the form of blackjack, with more than a few twists to the game. And I'll need to beat the Survival Plus mode to get today's achievement, Know When to Hold 'Em, which has the crazy low unlock percentage of 0.33%. Here, you play as Clancy Javis.
Damn, look at the abs on that guy.
The cameraman in the first flashback tape of the main game, who has a name that almost sounds real. After he gets taken at the end of the tape, he ends up here, playing games for Lucas's enjoyment.
Look at me.
No, I'm distracted, brother.
Before we can even attempt Survival Plus, we need to unlock it. To do that, we need to complete 21 and Survival as well, so we're actually getting all the achievements in this game mode. The first thing we're doing is basically the story mode, here to teach you how the game works. Like I said, it's blackjack. Get as close to 21 without going over, as well as closer to 21 than your opponent. But instead of putting up money, the bets are pain. This time around it's fingers, but that'll change soon.
I mean, that's on you, man. You should have called. You had 14. Don't you know how blackjack works?
What did I do? Tell me, what did I do?
You fucking played wrong.
The deck, however, is much simpler. There's one copy of each number from 1 to 11. You share the same deck, and that's it. So it's pretty useful when you're trying to guess what card they have.
Fuck. Did you fake me out?
I'm gonna stay.
Did you fuck my wife?
No, okay, I had to do it. I had to do it.
Don't do it, please!
All right, Buster, 3-1. 3-1. Which one of us is getting out of here? Ooh, 11. Oh, and you're leading, huh? Okay, what do you got? You're staying with a 3?
Hit me.
There's no way that's good.
Stay.
Bro, are you good? Max, you have 14. You see that I have 14. That's on you, bro.
A few good hands and a couple good fingers later, and Hoffman has been defeated. But wait, he's not ready to give up yet, so it's on to round 2. Now we've got this little gizmo on our hand.
Somebody get me out of this nut house!
Shut up, Clancy.
And with the change of gadgets, we've also got the introduction of trump cards. Little tokens you can play on your turn that have special effects. Draw a specific card, increase your opponent's wager, lower your own wager, and some much more powerful ones we'll see later on.
Maybe you should play better. Maybe you just play better, huh? I could do a little fishing to see if... Yeah, let's do a little fishing. Let's figure something out here. Okay, well, game's over, so... Oh, you had busted that whole time? Fuck you. You deserve this. You deserve everything that's coming to you.
I was having a perfect run right up until I lost by 1 when he had also increased my wager by 2. And now it's a tie game.
14. So we get a 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 7. We don't want 10.
Hit me.
Wait, why am I even playing anymore? He's showing a 20 and I have the 1. I'm so stupid. Why do I do this? He busted. It's over.
With that win, we're up to sudden death, and I have a 20. How could this possibly go wrong? He made me undraw my 6, I got a much shittier 2, tried to get a better number and busted, then undrew that card. Then I was stuck with hoping 16 was enough, and it was, sort of. It was a draw, so we scrapped the whole round and tried again. At least that's what I thought would happen, but we actually both lost, and now I'm dead. A couple minutes later, and I'm right back to the final round, except I'm doing much better this time. I started out with 15, which is probably the worst hand to be at, so I looked at all the possible numbers I could get, decided to chance it, and called.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, I wasn't spared for this, and did bust. Lucky for me, he decided to call on a 16 and busted by even more, and in this game, that means I win. And this time he's dead for real, right?
Huh? Well, blow me down. Look at Hoffman. Oh, Hoffman. And I feel fine.
Looks like Hoffman is built from stronger stuff, so we're going into the final round. Here, the death trap is a big makeshift circular saw. It starts out in the middle, and it'll get closer to the one who loses until, you know. Otherwise, it's all the same. Except for this interesting trump card they gave me, Love Your Enemy. You'd think this would always be terrible to play, but it's actually the card that'll bring us home in the end.
Shit. Okay. Could get a 5. You know what?
Hit me.
We ball. We should not have balled.
On the last hand, when the saw is close enough to Hoffman, Lucas will make sure you draw a 1 and 2, then use a trump card guaranteeing the best card for himself. And once he has a 21 to your 3, he'll play this, raising the bet to 100 and making it impossible for you to draw cards. If it wasn't clear already, he doesn't play fair. But now that we know he has a 21, we can play the love your enemy card, forcing him to draw again. At least that's what we would do, but I used it last round. That's my bad.
You love that shit anyway. Give him a wife and daughter.
A little while later, I got to the end and beat it for real this time. Clancy lives to fight another day in the Nightmare DLC. Now it's time for challenge mode, which has a couple changes yet again. Here, we're back to the finger trap, except now we have to defeat 5 enemies back to back with the same health. Lose a finger on the first guy, it'll still be gone on the 5th guy. The good news is we have a couple more trump cards at our disposal, and the wager will always start at 1 instead of ramping up every round like before. We can also unlock new cards for completing certain tasks, so even if we do fail, it'll be a little easier next time. The first hand of the challenge had me a little stressed. He had already raised the stakes to 2 fingers, and I had a sneaking suspicion his face down card was an 11. Luckily, a couple new cards came to the rescue. Trump Switch, which lets me swap 2 random trump cards for 3 new ones, and with my new goodies, I raised his wager by 4, aka all of his fingers, and used the perfect draw to make sure I got the 1 I needed for my 21. And
You didn't even have an 11 that whole time?
yeah, the perfect draw was useless. I would have won anyways. The next guy thought he was being cute. He'd use a card called Happiness, so we both get a trump card. Yay! And then he did it again and played this card. Now I have to play 2 trump cards in 1 turn before this round is over, or I lose half of my cards. I looked this man dead in the eyes, or potato sack, and said no. Then he played Desire, which raises my bet by half the trump cards I'm holding, so now I'm in a precarious position. Why do I feel like he'd play a blue magic deck? After hitting, I also got a random trump card, which is great, but it also raised my wager up to 4. Scary, right? Well, it's only scary if I lose. I grew up supporting my man Yami Yugi, and I believe in the heart of the cards. The card I drew was an 11, giving me a strong 19 and confirming he doesn't have 11. So at best right now, he could tie me with a 10. Unfortunately for this man, my deck has no bad cards. I play 2 up, face up on the battlefield, followed by another 2 up. Looks like all your digits are on the line now, pussy. I end my turn. Fuck the Shadow Realm. I want this man 6 feet under. For the next opponent, I must have switched decks because the very first card was a bad one. So I placed my finger in defense position, took the L, and prepared for the next round.
Get fucked. Oh, you suck at this game. 2-finger Terry. You're trash, bro.
This guy has probably my least favorite playstyle, shields. All they do is mitigate the damage you deal, it slows everything down, they're cowards, white deck. But then he turns around and makes the biggest misplay in all of my 1 hour going for this achievement.
I'll stay.
He's staying. Why wouldn't you just draw regardless? What a strange thing to do.
I'm gonna stay.
If you stay again, I'm gonna lose it. You're such an asshole. Wait. Your opponent bet is raised by 3 while this card is on the table. Oh, the bet is raised by 3. I mean, you gave me a 17, and I know you don't have a fucking 12 because the card doesn't exist. What is the matter with you? You made me win. What a weirdo. What a weird person you are. God, these people are playing stupid. They're playing stupid. With their lives, even. What is the matter with you?
Credit where credit's due though, he did baffle me going into the next opponent. This guy is what you might call aggressive. I have the 10, so I know he doesn't have 20, but he could very possibly have an 11 under there, so I need to tread carefully. I spent a lot of time considering all the options and landed on just taking the chance with drawing a card. My best bet would be the 7, but he has it, so all we can hope for is a 6. Plus, I have a card where I can return the last card I drew to the deck, so if I go over, I can just undo it. Now that I've got what I want, I realize it doesn't actually fix the problem. If that card is an 11, I still lose. So I destroyed his 2 cards to lower my wager in the event that I do lose.
Because if he has an 11, it's not a tie. I lose, and I have an opponent after this, and I have no idea what that's gonna do. So, I'm gonna stay. What a rat bitch you are. Are you really gonna... Oh, you're such a stinky bitch. Okay. Alright, fine.
Fine. After that annoying rebuttal, I decided to just full send it. I raised his wager, which allowed me to get rid of his 7. At least now he has to get the 7 again.
If you get that 7 again, I'm gonna be upset. Okay. So you didn't have the 11 this whole time? This is comical. Okay, so they need a 7 to get a 21, which I know they don't have. I have the 6, which means they can't have a 20. This is GG. Let's raise the bet. Are you also going to stay?
I'll stay.
Okay. I'm treating them like they're smarter than they are. I'm immediately like, this person has a 21, I need to be very careful. And they don't. They're playing so confident, and they're shit. They're shit at the game, they're bad at life, obviously. They're all dying at the end of this. Hello, sir. What are you?
Now we're at the final opponent of survival, Molded Face Man. And he has an interesting card, Curse. By sacrificing one of his trump cards, I have to draw the highest number from the deck. I wish I knew this ahead of time, I wouldn't have hit in the first place. But it's still good news. Now we know he doesn't have 21. I got rid of the 10, drew a 6, and took the bet that he wouldn't tie my 20 with a 9 as his face down card. If he misplays now, I win survival mode.
So, let's go. That's really fucked up.
Yeah, he just pulled a new card out of his ass. Guess we gotta do it the slow way.
Okay, a 1 is actually kind of spooky. Can be a 9. And if it's a 9, it's a 21. But I don't have any way of knowing that, right? Dude, no, are you gonna kill me outright? Oh god, I really thought he was. Just don't be a 9. Don't be a 9, that's all. I'm scared, I'm afraid of you, so I'm getting rid of that. But don't be a 9. It was a 7. Draw 3 trump cards. However, your bet is raised by 1 while this card is on the table. Well, his best scenario is a 8, which that can't happen. So I could take a 10 or an 11. So I'm not really in any danger right now. And I got a 10. And then he can't have a 21. Okay, this is good. This is good. Ooh, it's not as good as it once was, but I have a 6, so nothing's changed. And he has the 5, so I'll win. I know you don't. What a weird. Okay. I mean, there's no. I don't need to respond to that. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate you for burning your bet raise card, but odd. 17. Are you gonna make me draw the biggest number? I don't want to do this and then him make me draw the biggest number in the deck. I don't want to do that. It's gonna happen. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be that guy. You don't have anything? Have you exhausted everything? Maybe he has. Oh god, it's over. Okay, good shit. Let it be known, I died twice on the campaign, but I flawlessly went through survival.
After a good bit of strategizing, I was finally able to bring down the big baddie. I got a few new trump cards for completing some challenges, got an even rarer achievement, and now there's nothing left between me and Survival Plus. Except this reminder to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. Survival Plus is mostly the same, except you have double the health, double the opponents, and more dangerous playstyles to go against. But remember, this also means they have double health, so you better practice some patience here. This is gonna take a while. Luckily, I unlocked some exceptional stuff that I'll be using later on, and I was feeling pretty optimistic.
So this isn't gonna go well.
In spite of the mountain of a challenge I had ahead of me, I decided to leave everything to a coin flip on the very first hand.
But 8, 7, 6 are taken. So he has to have an 11, 10, or 9. If he has a 1, 4, or 5, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 shot right now. Yeah, I don't want to expend any resources on a 50-50 shot. I won though.
And now we've already got one of the good cards. A better version of Perfect Draw if you can believe it. It gives you the best possible draw and adds 5 to your opponent's wager while it's on the field. It's a heavily offensive card and I love it. I used it as well as 2 other cards to raise his wager to 9, which would kill him in just 2 turns. Unfortunately, he's an annoying shield player, so that's not in the cards. Get it? Because it's a card game. On the next turn, I used another new card, Ultimate Draw. It also gives you the best card, but instead of increasing their wager, you get 2 more trump cards. So it's worth it to use on the first guy, even though I've already expended some high value cards on him. Unfortunately, he's a dirty shield user and he survives another round. At least he would, but I'm a gambling man. I used a trump switch, got exactly what I wanted, and he didn't have any more shields to respond with. The next guy is another aggressive gentleman. I think you can tell how they play based on the markings on their bag, but I never paid attention. I immediately went over, but then I used another card. Go-Go Gadget, move the goalpost. Now the game isn't 21, but 24. And now I have a good hand.
Let's call it a day. So I I could use the trump card to draw a 4 and then use the other trump card to switch my 4 with his 2. I could have done that, but that's like so many steps for just one. Oh wait, but if he ties, we both lose, and I have a higher, oh God. Wait, no, we don't, because I have a 5. God damn, really? Yes, sir, we got a 5 in the house. We got a 5. What is happening? You're staying. I'm gonna draw, and if it sucks, I'm gonna switch with that 6 you got there. It sucks. So you have 15, and you would need a 6 for 21, which I actually have. I don't know how I came across it, but not your lucky day. By the way, this is a slow burn, huh? There was only one card. There was only one card it couldn't be. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, let's do that. And you know what? I'm gonna do it again. Don't give me an 11, please. 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 Okay. I know he doesn't have an 11 because I just had it and that would only tie me, so I definitely win. And this is over. That took a while, but we got there. That was only the second guy, wasn't it? This is gonna take a while. Chunk. 17. I could do with a 4. Oh, speak of the devil. Okay, I'm gonna do this. If you play something that destroys all my trump cards, I'm gonna be upset. Okay? My man, I love this dude. I've always said that. Number 3? Number 3, that man's the man.
On the 4th guy, I pulled a really crazy play. I had a 17, so I needed this man's 4. So I decided to draw a card which would almost certainly make me go over, and then use this card to switch it with his 4. Unfortunately, he drew another card, but all I have to do is get rid of it, and then the plan can commence. The most giga-brain play I've done for a measly 2 damage. Then I took my first bit of damage, and then my second. All right, look, I'm gonna level with you. I'm good at the game. We're already halfway through Survival Plus, and I've only just taken damage for the first time. I didn't take any damage at all during survival. Every playstyle they have is something I can deal with now. I get rid of all their threats, and when I can't, I just do away with the damage. At this point, there is nothing this game could throw at me that would surprise me.
Chunk. What is up, my man? Provided this card is on the table, you run for your life at the end of the round. Wait.
All of a sudden, this guy became very intimidating. What does this mean? If I can't get rid of it or kill him now, will he escape and kill me to end the run in an instant? Concerned that all my hard work would be wasted, I focused all of my efforts on beating him in one round. I used a perfect draw for 21 and used 2 trump switches hoping for a card to destroy his. I didn't get one, but I got a 2-up, so I went fishing with that. I ended up in the 2-up cycle for a bit and still had nothing to show for it at the end. So a 21 with 7 damage was the best I could hope for. I decided to stay, hoping for the best, and he followed suit.
It's still on the table at the end of the round though, so what does that mean? So you just have to retry? God damn it.
Yeah, he just leaves. Nothing happens. So I just spent all this time throwing so many resources into a pit. I guess he's like the little crystal guy in Dark Souls. Killing him gives you something good, but if you don't, it's fine. The guy that replaced him was very scary, an even more aggressive guy. He immediately put a little damage on me, but on the next hand, he showed me how he works. He raises my bet, uses a bunch of cards to get exactly what he wants, and then dropped this bad boy, which raises my bet by 21 when he has a 21. Pretty scary, right? Wrong. This guy just told me every card he has. So I made him put that 2 back, took it for myself, and won 19-20. He let me know he had a 21 again, and I beat him 19-20 again. He tried to get started one more time, but when he failed to get the 3 that I already had, he kinda got very angry and short-circuited.
Are you done? Dude, the 2 is not in the deck. Oh wait, that's a 6 you got, right? Okay, yeah, let's do that. Thank you so much for playing my game. Cause you fucking lost, bro.
The 8th opponent was another shield guy who just got a bit of damage on me before I put him in the dirt. 9 was another aggressive bitch who likes to tell me when he has 21, and I beat him by making him bust. In the blackjack way, not the sexual way. And now we're on to the man of the hour, opponent number 10. And he has ultimate draws too. I didn't really have any solutions here, so I hit and just hope for the best. Random chance didn't win the first time, so I just tried again. If he's gonna beat my 20, he'll need to draw draw that 10 again. I raised his bet and passed it off to him. He hit up to 13, then 14, and ended up busting with a 22. Except he never had 21 in the first place, because his perfect draw would have been the 11 I already had. But hey, at least I got some damage on him. He introduced a new card where I can't draw anything while it's on the field, even through the effects of a trump card. But that's okay, since I already had a 20. One more damage and we've had a flawless run so far. He used another ultimate draw, but it's only 21 if his face down card is 8. Since it can't be 8 or 7, and anything higher than that would put him over 21, it has to be a 6. He also got rid of my 7, which he probably should have done beforehand, but whatever. And none of that information matters because I just hit for 21.
Okay.
But he decided none of that mattered, because once I raised the bet, he just canceled the entire round. Bro really said, let's restart, I wasn't ready.
Hey, that sucks. We can admit this.
I decided I'd get back at him for the next round, and for the third time in Survival Plus, I switched my card with his to win 19 to 20. Only 3 more, and it's all over.
Your opponent cannot draw cards even via trump cards while this is on the table. Okay. So 11, which means you have a 10 down there. Yeah, just destroy that. I mean, that's stupid. I don't want to destroy the perfect yet, but I might. Maybe I should, because it's kind of risky. It's risky, it'll kill me. Maybe I should just... What if he does another thing that's also bad, though? Fuck. I'm just gonna draw. 17, not bad. So I need a 4, but I have a 4. Cringe. 7 works. Brings me to 24, and then we can do 24. Then he would need a 3 to match me, which I have. So that's actually good. Yeah, let's do that. And let's see how you respond to that. Okay, that's a losing attitude. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's game. Oh, you didn't even have a 21 that whole time. Are you kidding me?
Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end. If you enjoyed, maybe check out this video. And if you want more Resident Evil, you can get that right here.